Welcome to JohnG TV. Oh, hey. What we got here today? Let me just say this, man. It broke my heart. I was like a kid. I didn't want to break down. I did not want to clear the table. I didn't want to clear the table. I did not want to break down my pedals. Oh man, I'm over here like a kid. Like, you know how the kid be, I want it. That's how I felt on the inside. Like, I just didn't want to comply with, come on, man. Come on now. We gotta keep this thing moving. I want to really address, because this is not going to be part of the pedals series, but I definitely want to address some things that I think I'm going to just save for episode number 4 that I want to talk about. My understanding or perception of what pedals are, but I'm going to leave it alone because I was kind of baffled as to the comments after episode 3. So what we got here is that's a little a preset loop on the Terrays that I ran through the analog heat. Let me just let y'all play that. So this is with the analog heat cut off. And what I was doing was I was performing with the LFO. And basically I was performing with the LFO, and I'm just trying to show off the analog heat in a way. The reason why you haven't really seen me do no reviews on neither one of these is, well, first, I like to spend time with it. I gotta wrap my head around it. I mean, you won't see me just jumping on here, just start talking out my ass, and I just open it out the box and start giving reviews. No, I gotta sit with it. I gotta understand it and then I'm gonna come forth and go, all right, this is what I got. But I've been trying to formulate some things to say that explains why the analog heat is worth, or it's still debatable, because I still say the price tag is high. Y'all know me, I'm cheap. I think this is a high-ass price tag for this device. However, there are some things about it that I'm starting to go, okay, all right. Okay. And the LFO manipulation is definitely one of those things that, to me, makes it make sense to me. Like, all right, this is starting. When you start talking about that overbridge, it starts to come into focus as to, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's not just, now, yeah, you can find, like the Torcido, in terms of ramping up the sound, does a great job. But this thing has a buttery, it's just, the best word I can put is it has a roundness to the sound. While at the same time it can distort, but the resonance on here is very soft. Like, it's really, you won't get that screeching sound on here, like on the bit raiser. That's resonance of the resonance and the filter on there is like very, very harsh, and when you cut it up, you can make it go into the point where it's like that screeching sound or whatever. But with this, it's very, very soft, and so it allows you to really dial in. Like, this is, you really have to, because I was looking at it like kind of just linear, or looking at it one way, and I am new to this sound sculpting thing because it's not something that I really ever done before. But I just really feel like what this device does is it does so much, and it kind of does whatever you want it to do. Because when it comes to running something through it, there's so many ways to manipulate it to dial in what you're looking for. I kind of feel like you're not gonna miss your mark. And so it's like a Swiss Army knife. Like, it has so many usable functions that, that I think it really lends a very powerful tool to whomever wants to get into the to shaping sounds. And I mean, you can do it. See, this is the thing I like about it. It's a post production tool as well as being a pre production tool, as being a performance tool. Like you just saw me performing with it, and all I was doing was really messing with the LFO wave and just affecting the wave. I got the speed set and then the multi whatever, I forgot what that means, but I got that set at 256. And so I had it set and I was just playing with the wave. And as I was playing with the wave, you hear the sound change. And so that's how I just perform with it to make it, give it some modulation or give it like a performance feel. And I'm just simply playing with that. So that's not, to me, that's not something you should be having in a audio processor. But if you look at it differently, yes, you can perform with this. Very much so. And so, yeah, I mean, that overbridge and just the depth of tools that you get with this and the amount of, you know, if you don't like this, you can move, you can nudge it over here, you can move the sound. You can really kind of mold and shape that sound how you want. So the analog heat, this is not really a review of it, but this is, I'm trying to throw a bean in it. This is the LFO bean. The LFO is definitely a reason why, you know, because whatever you think this should be, like if you think this should be, you know, $400, let's say, and it's $719. All right, so that difference, the LFO, overbridge, the filter, the different filters, the different, what do they call them, characters on your I'm drawing a blank. What is this? Your effect type or whatever. You got multi. So this is basically a multi effect pedal. Processor. So yeah, I mean it really does starts to, when you add in all these other little things and you start to look at it. So if you think it should be, let's say $499, you know, I don't think anybody would think this should be $399. I think $499 is what I thought I would like it to be. Of course, I mean, the cheaper the better, but let's say $499, so it's $719, so that's 200 and let's just say $250 difference. With that difference, overbridge, the LFO, along with all of the other functions, starts to easily make up for that $250. I mean, it's actually, I mean, to be honest with you, it's probably more valuable than $719 brand new USA. So, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. I do like it. It has a buttery character to it. Let me just go back to it, because I've been talking for a minute now. Just listen how it, I want you to listen to how when I turn the heat on, you start to hear stuff that you weren't hearing before. The effects is raw too. Let's check this out. The terrains, man. Y'all slipping on this. The terrains, man. The terrazin. Alright, check this out. Where'd that come from? What? Now that resonance is cut up. See how the resonance, it won't make it, I can't make it screech. if you just hear how it's a subtle resonance, it doesn't allow it to go too far. Like it just it man, I actually love it, because everything else I have, a lot of the other filters and resonance gets you that loud screech. This thing, man, it allows for you to actually explore that particular frequency without it being too much. Like you can really, like, I mean, you heard how you can just, I was panning through that filter as I was going up the frequency. It wasn't screeching, but you can hear all that sonic gooiness, all them nibbles and nabbles coming through. All the little crackles. Right there, all the little crackles. I like that. Alright, so almost sounds like some speaking spell. I love how the speed, I can go positive and negative. Now we just completely destroying whatever's coming through here and changing it up. Get up off of that. Go to something else. Yo, the Terrazin. Again, man. This thing is ridiculous. It truly is. Dave Smith, Pioneer DJ. I'm imagining Pioneer did the build, the actual physical build, and Dave Smith is the brains of it, if you will. That's the collaboration. Dude, look at what the analog heat is doing. This is the sound coming through. Where's all that? Where's that coming from? The analog heat.